what you see is Abrahamization of the Sikh religion. When Pehli Paatshah Guru Nanak Sahib Sache Paatshah says, Nanak Naam Chardi Kala Tere Paane Sarvata Da Pala, which is equivalent to Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Naramaya,
Wow.
which is equivalent to, which is equivalent to Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. You're asking wellness for everybody. And then there are division factors. So at the very outset, they diverged from Sikhi. If they were in Sikhi, they would have never discussed all this. So, like I said, it's a propaganda, and it's a propaganda which has been fueled by the West, and Pakistan is a tool or the instrument which actually executes it. So, the money, the support, and let's say perhaps even the ideological or the physical support in the Western countries comes from their own establishment. They may masquerade as, very pro India, politically speaking, but their agencies responsible, they are the ones to be blamed. And it's a state policy to keep this part of the world behind them so that they know the past of India was very glorious. There was a time when India used to contribute 35% of the global GDP. So they know the potential of people of India, the knowledge. This is the same DNA. I mean, we've only grown in number, you understand. The DNA remains the same. So they've tried to create a divide, divide the society amongst religions, castes, bring in some, let's say, missionaries and convert people, so that they essentially, the idea of the West is to disconnect you from your roots. And this has always been the case. To lose pride in who you are, to lose pride in your background, to lose pride in what you had, and to look up to the West for inspiration. And sadly, our Western neighbor has fallen for the trap, and we haven't. Yes, our polity did fall for a while, but our religious leaders knew that dharmo rakshe rakshate. So you have to save the religion if you have to be saved. So despite thousands of years of invasion, the dharma still remains. While other civilizations focused on, let's say, economical growth, some perhaps even population growth, our society has always focused on the spiritual growth. So that is the path forward, because economy will not get you solace and satisfaction, a lot of money. That can get you a lot of trouble. A lot of population can actually affect your economy, which is the other way. But spiritual growth gives you contentment with whatever you have. And contented people, satisfied people are the ones who can work best. That's my belief. That's how I look at how we have been able to survive over the years. How this Indic civilization will lead the way for the world, to tell the world what is the real term of being a human being. It's not to make money alone. Yes, earth is a part, but spirituality is the way forward. So this will be taught to the people. And when I talk about this, Miri Piri de Malk, and right up to Guru Gobind Sahib Sache Paatshah, we know how to use the weapon as well. ਇੱਕ ਹੱਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਸਤਰ ਤੇ ਦੂਜੇ ਹੱਥ 'ਚ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ. So if you have shastra in your hand and you have shastra in the other, you know when to use the weapon. That's more important. You can't be at war always. There are times for peace as well. So even when there were wars within India, within the riyasats or the princely states of India, the rules of engagement were the peasants were never used to be killed, the houses of the civilians were never used to be destroyed, the farmlands were never burnt. So destruction, demolition comes from the Abrahamic, if I may, the West. Whereas, like Panditji rightly said, we may not win lands, but we'll win the minds and hearts and souls of the people, and we're on that path. And that is what is the most dangerous phenomenon for the West, the rise of India, not just economically, but spiritually. When when a person's soul awakens, when his conscience awakens, when he knows what is dharma and what is adharma, what is sur and what is asura, by his own deeds, not just by reading, because karne se hota hai. When you do dharma yourself, when you do good deeds yourself, you know how it feels. And human being is a habit forming animal. Once you get into the habit of doing good, you will continue to do good. And that is what is the principal trait of the Indic civilization. It is not destruction. It is sarve pavantu sukhina. It is nanak naam chardi kala. Chardi kala is like, progress. Tere paane sarbadda pala. It's good for all. That is our identity. Now, economically, you cannot confront us. Spiritually or dharam-wise, you can't confront us. And very soon, militarily also, you'll not be able to confront us. So that's when you have to be very strong militarily to protect your borders from the inside and from the outside. Like, the famous CDS Saab, General Bipin Rawat said, we have to prepare for a 2.5 front war. It's actually a dason dashaon ki jang hai that we are facing today. Militarily, he was right. There is an economic war, there is a physical war, there is a proxy war, there is a war from the within, there is a spiritual war also. Let's not forget the society is, they're trying to change the demography of India. They want to disconnect you from your roots. I'm being repetitive, but I'm trying to lay an emphasis on this. We have to keep ourselves connected to the roots. What vriksha can they are? That's where the shakhas, the branches are coming from. Never forget. Never forget, you're a Sikh, you're a Jain, you are a Bodh, you are a Hindu. You come from the same Sanatan root. It's the same stem which holds these branches together. They're trying to disconnect you from your roots and you want to fall flat on your face. You will not know where you come from. You become a confused lot, like we have on the western side of the Red Cliff Line. They are a confused lot because they've been cut from their roots. That's the exact kind of mayhem and chaos they want to create in India so that it doesn't rise and challenge their vachasva, their hegemony, if I may. That's the reason they don't want India to grow. And much to their disliking, they will fail this time.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.